Yeah.
Gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me?
What, Whoza? What? 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 What, bro? What's going on? Good morning, Rob in the house, Don in the house, Hines. How we doing? Tony Grand Rising and Blues, Trader Ed, QSMT, LSJ, and GDT. Good morning, Donovan, McNasty Poo. Ooh, how we doing? Fiber T Paul. What's going on, everybody? Traders Launch will drop special stream code here, 70% sale. That I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen. That's going to be at 11:30. They're coming on. So if you guys want, stick around for that. Diego, good morning. Joyce Fernandez, good morning. Yeah. You see that minus 15.35, don't you? Don't forget the 72 cents. Here, you want to see how raped I got? Check this out. So last night, I don't even remember what I was doing. I had several chances. Well, 2 chances. I had 2 chances to get out of this for small profit, but I wanted at least $100 both times. And on this drop, I had $100, but I didn't know it was $100 until I saw it, and then it wicked right back up. So I literally saw it flash up 100 and then boom, right back up to like 50 bucks. And I was like, no, I want 100. And then it went against me, and then I started adding, and then I got out again, and I wanted 100 bucks again. And I don't think I ever had it here, because I think these, with all the commissions and stuff, actually they were at break even, but it was technically for a little loss. So I needed a little bit more than this to get 100, somewhere like around 30 or something. I don't remember. Didn't get it. Went back up, came up, added some more, and then look at this shit. So this wick, it was like one of them like crazy like whoop-hoo, like up down. So it didn't trigger my stop loss for whatever reason. Comes back up. This was the auto stop loss. This is where the 15.35 stopped me out. Look, check this out. Stops me out at 28.165. The high of that candle is 168. So 3 points. It stops me out. It did come back up one more time to that same area, where 165.50, 165.50. So this would have got me exactly if this one didn't get me. And then it just drops off the face of the freaking earth. So yeah, very unfortunate. But let's switch over to 674. And I got in this at the top over here. Took most of it off here. Held one contract all the way down here. Ended up making $467-ish on this trade. So was a little annoyed. I actually was going to set a stop at break even on this one, but I was up like $150 on one contract. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it, because I was looking left. We were getting ready to run into all this, which we did, and then we bounced. But I was going to put a stop in, and had I done that, I don't know. Yeah, it never came all the way back up there. So we'd still be in this. But look how pissed I would have been, because it would have went all the way down to here, and then, because I wouldn't have put a trailing stop in. I would have just put a stop in up here. It would have went all the way down to 27,650, then all the way back up. It's a 500-point swing. And then we would have settled. I walked in around here because I actually traded this. So 850. So I would have lost out on 200 points there. But it doesn't matter. And then I ended up trading this morning 1183, which was right here. So got a nice little pop there off the band's bounce. Played that one actually pretty perfectly. So yeah, market opens in 20 seconds. Let's get ready. We're up, what's that, $637, but we did lose one of the accounts. Unfortunate. But we are pretty much, I did flip the other account. I may or may not have started another account and got it halfway. And here we go. What's going on, Jason? Good morning. Doc, good morning. Miss K in the house. Good morning. Pushback. Hello. How we doing? So, yeah. Sad we lost the account. Not going to let it bother me. Happy we got a pretty decent profit so far this morning. That's what we're looking at. Okay? So, yes. This you got to remember. This account that I just lost, that's $102 and time spent. Right? So, that sucks. But it is what it is. Right? We just got to get it back. That's all there is to it. We still got 3 accounts. We got profit on 2. I can't trade this other one because, well, depends if we make more on this one or not. And today's going to be a good day because we got Traders Launch visiting at 11:30. We got Max, the CEO. We got Josh, the CMO.
Order filled.
They're both going to jump on. And, yeah, just turn it on 2x, Don. That's how you catch up quickly. Got plenty of people in here ready to, yeah, if you got any questions for Traders Launch, get them ready. I have some of my own that I'm going to be asking. I think we have them for an hour, maybe. Not sure. But yeah, we're going to see how this plays out and this morning, and then we're going to have them on at 11:30 and see what happens. Where are we? All right, so we're within yesterday's candle. You gotta remember that. Even if we get to the lows, we're still within yesterday's candle. If I'm gonna get into a trade here, I'm gonna be looking for a pretty big move because low a day is all the way down here. Won't be afraid to trade. We get into that attack zone, you know I'm gonna jump on it regardless, which is what
He got his ass
here.
cooked. He got cooked.
Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked.
Ah, Josh is already here. Be nice, guys. It'll be the first time Josh has ever been on live stream. That means roast the fuck out of him. I mean, just go hard. Just be like, you suck. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, Josh, you've been around long enough. I don't think anybody in here is going to be doing that. All right, see if we can get this move down towards 800. That's a big affirmative to the no side. Oh. Yeah, you better be nice to Josh because he's the one right now that assigns all the giveaway accounts. So he'll be taking notes on, he'll be taking names down. He'll be taking those names down. John, oh, I'm talking to him. Name one cool Josh celebrity or historical figure. I actually have to Google this one. Because there's only one that I can think of, but he's not really like a celebrity. He's a sports player. The Bible, I'm in there. Oh, yeah, this guy. I didn't know that his name was Josh. Oh, yeah, Radner. I forgot about him, too. Wow, look at this pop back up. Straight up to 28K. Straight through yesterday's close. There's a decent amount of people that I know their face, but I had no idea their name was Josh. Josh Allen, of course. That's right. What's going on with my sound? Sick. There we go. Oh boy. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in, or if you're already here, hit that like button. Appreciate it. This 28K level is going to be pretty big here, obviously. It's a pretty whole number. Not like 100, 200, 300. Like, it's the 1,000 level, baby. Josh Dumamill, he played in Transformers 3. Yeah. Here, I was just looking.
That don't make no sense.
I'll show you what I was looking at. There's a lot of faces I knew that I didn't know that they were Josh. Obviously, Josh Allen. Didn't know any of the rest. This guy, Josh Duhamel, Transformers. He played in a couple of other TV shows too. Josh Gad. We all know who Josh Gad is. I didn't know that this guy's name was Josh either. I was talking about this guy from How I Met Your Mother, Josh Radnor. Then we had Josh Dallas. He's pretty famous movie actor. We have Josh Brenner. We have Josh Charles. Didn't know, like, I know the face. Knew, where was the other guy? Is that it? No. I know there was at least one more I knew. Maybe not. I thought there was one more that I knew. Maybe I was thinking this Josh Zuckerman. I don't remember. Like, he looks familiar, but I don't remember what he's from. Josh Stewart, he looks familiar too. I mean, I don't ever know any of these guys' real names. This guy's eating a cookie. His name's Josh Allen too. The TikTok star. He's a TikTok star. All right, right back down. Right back down. Oh, my launch monitor comes today, by the way. Check it. Check it. Out for delivery, baby. Out for delivery, baby. It does say that I have to sign for it, so I do need to semi-listen for the door just in case they come early. There's no way to, like, FedEx doesn't have that thing where you can, like, track it. It just says before 8 o'clock. Doesn't, they don't have like the trackers on the vehicles, I guess, like Amazon will do. I know, dude. February 28th. How many days is that? Well, it's literally the 29th, so we could do it. February, March, April, May, June, July. 5 months. 5 months. About time. About time. All right, all the way back down to 836. It's the current low. We're going to draw a line here. Did the song just say "fuck your friends"? What? Let's go left with this. All right, all right. Resistance, support. I mean, pretty key area for the most part. Looking lower though. Where do we have a pretty obvious line? We got one here. Pretty obvious line. I scoot that up just a smidge. Then we got the obvious low a day. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. If we can get down and break this 840 again, the odds are we're going to 740. If we can break 740, the odds are we're going to low a day. 640. Look at that. 840, 740, 640. Pretty crazy. 100 point increments. Did we go up to, what were we at 740? 840? Did we go to 940? We did. We kind of topped out at 940, huh? That's where yesterday's close basically is. The 40s are the key numbers today. Manifest. Dude, Manifest was a good show. I really liked that show. I mean, it was kind of cheesy, but it was a good show. I'm excited for Chad Powers to come back out. Been looking forward to that. Yeah. I agree, Rob. It was pretty good, though. There's a new Big Bang Theory series? No. Oh, it's a spin-off. Stewart fails to save the universe. Yeah. Is it any good? On HBO. We see the preview. Looks like it could be good. Caution's back on. My Indian boy can't believe they didn't call me. Oh no. Yeah, Jason says sure. First episode is out. All right. Let me go add it. What was the name of it? Stuart fails to save the unit. Yeah, I added it. Gotta wait for it to all populate. All right, back at the lows. Let's see what happens. I'm looking for the big push down through 800 and then through 800 and push away. Odds are we're going to get to 800 and retest and then maybe go through, but also don't forget that FOMC is today. So things are probably going to slow down pretty quickly. Ooh-wee.
Pussy!
What? What'd you call me?
Order filled.
All right. right, through 800, see if we can push away.
$6.7.
If I could see 27.767, I'll probably be in this if it goes right now.
Welcome to the jungle, bitch!
Order working.
6.7. You guys lose me money because of 6.7. I'm gonna be pissed. I lose money because it's 6.7.
Winning.
Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding. How close did that get? Are you serious? I was gonna drag it down, but I didn't. I thought it was gonna give it to me. Oh no. Oh no. What did that? I saw it say, I thought I saw it say 87.
Gay!
You're telling me that went to 87 and didn't fill me? That's crazy. All right, here's that line at 740. Ugh.
Order filled.
I can't believe we didn't get filled there. That's gonna be painful. Drop below 80 here on this one. All right, we're hoping that line 740 holds. It is not. This is not good. What a joke that was. It missed. I swear I saw it say 87, so it was a tick. Dick for a tick. Dick for a tick. Dick for a tick. Come on, at least give me a pop to get me out the ad, right? There's no pop. No buyers anywhere. Which kind of makes me want to just get out of it altogether, to be honest.
Order filled.
Got the ad out. See if we can get the pop back up through 50. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. Keep it. There you go. Start that new candle and pop. I'm not even asking for 80. Just go. Not again. Not again. Thank
Order
you.
filled.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. So that could have been a lot easier if it would have filled me one tick, because then we get back in and we make this trade anyway, right? But it made us struggle, right? We would have made more had we got that fill here at 87.25. But so be it. So be it. All right, I guess now we got to risk the other account. I really don't want to trade the other account, though. I blame the system. I blame you guys for making me get in at 6.7. And then I went for 20 points. Because it just sounded good. Now I missed me by one tick. It's all right. It came up and filled me, and now it wants to go lower, so I don't mind. All right, looking for the big push through 700. We're going to low a day, boys. We're up 900 bucks right now. Holy shit. No, 800 bucks. 800 bucks. The 6-7 system. Just always get in at 6-7.
That don't make no sense.
Man, look at this thing go. Notice where we bounced though, or attempted to bounce. How is 66 plus 44 not 100? Because 6 plus 4 is 100. 60 plus 4 is 100. Then you got to add the other 6 and the 4. 110. Yeah, Z, come on up, man. Whee! What's going on there? How do I pronounce that? Rith? I'll just call you Rith. Why not? I'm not saying there's something wrong with you. I'm just curious. Why not? Woo-hoo-wee. Well, I was hoping we got an extra push down to the lows. I would have been back in, but I was never getting in here. Oh, 6-7 again. It was 6-7 again. Seriously, look at that. Low, 67.75. LSJN, it only works once every 3 minutes.
Let me know,
So somebody else uses a sound, you have to wait 3 minutes for it to reset again. Dang. This is the bounce we were looking for up here to get back up to 840. But, all right, let's see what happens here at 740. Are we going to reject again? Or if we fly through here, we're just going straight back up. But it looks like we could easily reject right here. Oh, we're about to hit 10 o'clock too. If this candle finishes weak in 30 seconds, these next 30 seconds are huge, right? Because it's a new hourly candle, new everything candle. So if this starts to come back up, it's going to look like, okay, the bulls are stepping in. But if we can finish near the bottom of this candle in 15 seconds, that's going to look weak AF. Bulls are stepping in. Bulls are stepping in. 5 seconds. I got a feeling whichever way we're going at the beginning of this candle is the way we're going to go. Here we go. See what happens. All right, there it is. We were starting to go up. There it is. Told you. Now can I hold it? Can I hold it? Did you say why and then retract it? I'm your new candle. Ooh.
Pussy.
Crap. There's a ring notification. I hope it wasn't my No, it wasn't. I think I need to keep my, you know what? I'm gonna open up my ring camera and put it on a different screen. Tony. Where's my dashboard? Oh, it's not loading. Okay. There we go.
Everybody just chill the fuck out.
There we go. I got it open, ready to go. I'm not gonna miss. Not gonna miss it. Of course, my microphone stand is like right in the way when I put it on that monitor. All right. I like made it only on the left side of my monitor so I can just peek over. I don't need it to be the whole monitor. A cat? Yeah. Cat. There you go.
Pussy.
Kitty. It's just another name for cat. Just another name for a cat. Like Alpine lost his opening trade. Nutty's Apex accounts aren't looking too good. Well, I guess we're just gonna sit here. Can we play some marbles, I guess? I actually need to work on I totally didn't make a new scene for when Josh and Max come on. Sophie, what's going on? How are you this morning? Deshaun, get the V? V? It's a V. The flying V. We are playing Mecha Chameleon today on Tradeify's game night. So if you guys want to stop in for Tradeify game night tonight, I'll be there.
Take my breath away, 'cause I'm a slave to society. Please forgive my soul, I was too scared to break away. Could you embrace my flaws, 'cause I was too young to know what's wrong and right, but now I wanna try to understand. I was scared to break.
All right, before marbles, let's Wow, look at that rejection. Where'd it go? Right to 840. Not trying to bounce to 740 though. Holy crap.
I'm shutting down, oh can't you see? Need to power my energy. Oh, with you near, I feel invisible, but I'm still scared. Could you embrace my flaws? I was too young.
Guess I could use this one. Sorry, I'm trying to set up for when Max and Josh come. Come on. Yeah, I think we'll use this one. I lied. It is trying to use 740. Kind of dipped through a little. Isn't it amazing I had these lines drawn before any of this happened? Crazy, right? Scroll out. You can find them yourself. Just look left. All you gotta do. It's a lot easier if you do it on like the 5-minute or something like that, but another drop coming. What's up, Gonzalez? I'm in a work meeting trying to listen along. Our traders launch still coming at 11:30. Yeah, this is 10:30, so you still got an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, they won't be coming on until 11:30. No problem. Now is making a nice pop off the bottom after earnings. It's at a key level here on their chart. 113, 114 area is huge. All right, here we go. Here we go. What a candle. What a candle.
Order filled.
I scaled down to one contract for this. Jeez, I should have waited.
Filled.
Not liking my first entry now. Come on. Damn. I was just looking to, I was going to take one off on the pop back up through there, but not getting it. Made a new low there, or we ran into it anyway. Ah, keeps coming right to me. I should not have taken that first entry. That was such a bad first entry. Come on, pop up there. It's using that previous support. I was hoping we were just gonna pop right back up through, but not the case.
Push it real good.
Not a fan, not a fan. We should have popped up already. We were going to. Feels weak. Need it. Need it. Need it. Pop 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 it. Oh no.
Order filled.
Damn it. I just took that off for a loss because I tried to hit it. Alright, just get me out of this. Please. That ended up being for a loss. Now I just want out. I don't want anything to do with this. Come on, get me out. Come on. Thank you.
Order filled.
I don't even know. What were we at before that? $344. Okay. So I made $9. I'll gladly take $9 there for a trade that did not feel right at all. That trade didn't feel good at all. And we took a little loss there on that one because I tried to hit the ask, but then it dropped on me right as I did. But it's okay. All right. Now I feel more confident in a trade if we get it. Push it. Push it real good. I want lower. I now want lower. Come on. This puts us at yesterday's low, doesn't it? Yeah, we're not quite there. That's 600, 27, 600. Dang it. This is looking like it wants higher. Looking like it wants higher. Sadly. I was hoping we get another push lower. There we go. There we go. There we go. Tyler! Holy crap, he finally shows up. Mr. Pickleball himself. Listen here, pal. I'm gonna come down there to Miami and I'm gonna whoop your ass at pickleball. You hear me? You hear me, pal? You hear me, pal? I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna fucking beat your ass at pickleball. How dare you come on here and act like you could beat me at pickleball? I've never even picked up a pickleball racket in my life. I'll come down there and I'll kick your ass. Fucking Tyler, how you doing, man? And me and Tyler got talking on the side one day, Dude, we have a lot in common. We both baseball junkies. Teach you how to golf? Teaching somebody how to golf. I have no space teaching somebody how to golf. I'm trying to teach myself how to golf. What's so funny? What's so funny, pal? Look, pal. I got experience. I played racquetball since before you were born, pal. Okay? Pickleball, that's like baby's racquetball. Okay? Pickleball, it's like ping pong and racquetball mixed together, and I'm way better at both of those than you. So you put those two together with the years of experience that I have, pal, I'm gonna just straight up kick your ass. It ain't no question. It's not even a contest. GDT, you want to come to Compass Point Saturday at 3 o'clock? Me and my neighbor are going.
FBI, open up!
You'd have to drive up here, though. FBI, open up, motherfucker! Hilarious. Of course you can't. You never can. Tyler, you playing Mecca tonight? I'll be there. Dude, that game is actually low-key pretty fun. I love that game. It's only fun when you play with other people, though. You can't just go in there and like play randomly with strangers. It's not fun. What kind of question is that? Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. It's gonna be a blast. We were supposed to play last week. But then they canceled on us because I think production was out of town or something. That's going to be fun. Did you check on Alpine? He's not having such a good day. Especially if this goes lower. He's definitely not having a good day. You might want to go check on him. Be nice to him, though. Like a young Picasso. You were getting pretty good at that, man. You were getting really good towards the end of that stream like 2 weeks ago. Dude, we should start a new group text because... Oh, damn. Shit. Oh, shit. Because me, him, and Nutty talk every day. So we should start one with me, you, and with Alpy. I don't know. Do you talk to Nutty like that? Because we could just start a new one with you in it, too. We talk about all the dumb shit. Yeah, he's like me. He likes to try to trade the reversals. I really want to take this. I should have took it. I just don't like that we're right at 600. We just broke that key level. We still have room. Where's that line at? It's all the way down here, right? Wait, where's our daily line? The daily line didn't save. Oh, we're there. It's right here at 600. No wonder. If we break 600 here, guys, be very careful because we have nowhere below it on the daily. This is yesterday's low. This is a very key area. Yeah, I'll get you in there, Tyler. Let me focus here real quick, just in case we break 600. Because if we break 600, we might be going straight to 550. I scaled way down, guys. I'm protecting my profits today. There we go. 600 break. Push away. Push away. Push away. Push away. Push away.
Order filled. Order working.
Might be a little early here. Careful. Told you we might go straight to 50. Oh, we did go straight to 50. Jeez.
Filled. Order working.
All right. I am not messing around. I'm going to be getting out of extra contracts as quickly as possible here. Man, I wish I would have waited for that first entry. They tricked me. They tricked me. They tricked me. They held it there for a second and then they flabbergasted me.
Filled.
Not looking for a full reclaim here because I really feel like this might go lower. I'd love to get the pop up to at least 80 here to get me out though. Nope, not yet. Sorry, at least we got that one out. We've been struggling to get that one out previously. So the fact that we got that one out, it gives us more room. Yeah, that's the one and only Tyler, boys and girls. I know people. I know people, pal. I love Tyler. Yeah, Tyler's the one that I did the Tradeify show with. Which I'm really surprised they haven't asked us to do that again, by the way. We killed that show. Maybe that's why, because they don't want to offer us a real job. All right. Looks like we might get our pop here. I just want out, to be honest. Take my little win here if I can get it. Even though we're probably going to go straight back up to 600, but I'll take this if it gives it to me. Oh, you dog. You dog. Went to 70, 73. I'm at 76. 3 points. In this market, though, 3 points looks like a tick. Come on. Come on, give it to me. Come on, give it to me. If I get this, though, we're probably going straight to 600. Oh. Oh, there it is. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. What were we at? 50 something, so it's like 30 bucks. Hey, we're stacking. We're stacking. We're stacking. I don't like where we're at here, which is we're probably going straight to 600 for the retest, which is fine. But I don't like how it's reacting. The sellers were definitely in charge there, and I didn't like it. They faked me out with that first entry, man. I don't like getting faked out. Remember how I was talking about the jiggle yesterday? Remember I was talking about that jiggle yet? And look, yeah, I went right to 600. I figured this is what would happen if we got back above this candle, but I didn't want to risk getting shoved on. Anyways, remember yesterday I was talking about that jiggle? I saw the jiggle there. They were jiggling the shit out of that, and then they just dumped it on me. I don't like it when they do that. I get self-conscious. I don't like when they fake me out like that. Because then I'm like, whoa, okay, maybe I'm not seeing, maybe I'm not reading this right, and I you know, it's time to move on. I have a feeling Alpine's not looking too hot. I'm gonna go check, see if he survived that. Dude, that was a pretty big drop. Oh no. Oh wait, did he end his stream? No, he's... Oh, he's on the phone. He's still in a trade, but... No, he's still alive. Okay. He did take a big loss on some of these accounts, though. I don't know what's in I don't know. He's got so many different prop accounts, like with different firms. I don't know what's what. All right, here's that official 600 retest. Again, though, I didn't like getting faked out. I don't mind taking risk off the table when it doesn't do what I wanted to do. Do we come up and get this full reclaim? Probably. Guys, it went to 40 again. Guys, the 40s. Look, we've been drawing these lines all day. 840, 740, 640. Where'd it go? 540. I can't make this shit up. We identified the matrix today. We're going from 40 to 40. The accounts are, yeah, I just checked myself. Yeah, he's still alive. Might as well with that FOMC. Yeah, why not? He's got Bionox, Apex, and TPT. It's just so hard because they're like all different letters and like which ones are funded, which ones are evals. He's got so much going on over there. At least Nutty has his to where, let me pull his up real quick. Where it's broken off by a section. Oh. Like his is like Apex, then Take Profit Trader, and then what are these up here? Lucid maybe? Yeah, I think those are the new Lucid dailies. Dude, his voice just cracks me up. I love Nutty. His voice gets me every time. All right, there's the full 640 retest. Yeah, Alpines are just all mixed together. You got a TPT Pro account in there. I have no idea what RTG is. I don't know what FRTG is. Apex account, TPT eval, a funded Apex account. There's 2 Bionox accounts, another PA Apex account, 2 Apex evals, and then it looks like a Lucid. I don't know what the LTF one is. Is that a straight to funded one? I don't know. I don't know the difference between all the letters. Woo, look at this. Look at this. Oh crap. I don't want to move that. It stays at 640. If we just go straight through here after this was support and it doesn't try to use this as resistance, then we might be shooting right back up. Right now we're just stair stepping. What does this look like? What's this look like to you guys? Boop, 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 boop. Looks like stairs, right? Stair stepping. That's all it's doing. It's just stair stepping from support to resistance, back to support and through, then back to resistance, then back to support and through, then back to resistance. That's all it's doing. Looks like money. Yeah. I mean, if you simply were buying at the 40s and selling at the 40s over and over again, you'd be rich today. Absolutely rich. Imagine you knew that was going to happen before it happened. I just need one trade that I knew was going to happen. We all going on vacation. That's true. I mean, that's some insider trading at its finest right there, huh? That's 2 trades in a row I did not like, by the way. Nailed the bottom on this one. I didn't like how I nailed the bottom. It's like when you were in your 20s and you go out, you have a great night, Wake up that next morning and you're just like, I'm glad I nailed the bottom there, but I'm not happy about it. We can't hear you when you don't speak. What's that? What's that thing? See something, say something. Exclamation point marbles. Get them in. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Don't type it twice. Type it once. Type it once. Don't type it twice. Caught you off guard there, huh? Caught you off guard. Everyone's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Make sure y'all stick around today. Got an exclusive Traders Launch CMO CEO. Josh and Max both going to be visiting us here at 11:30 or around there somewhere. I caught the bots off guard. I caught the bots off guard. They don't know what to do. Guys, if you're behind, hit that live button. You got 40 seconds. Exclamation point marbles. Get them in the chat.
Run.
All right. Only 34 people entered. We got 122 people here. You guys, everyone's busy trading. Understandably. Woo! We might have to wait and trade ourselves for a second here. Where are we going? 440? Oh, you're just bouncing, guys. Stair step. Next stair incoming. You stop typing marbles, guys. I already missed it. Look at this go. Looking for 500 here. The break of 500 would be obviously what I really want. Imagine I'm still holding one contract from last night. Imagine I'm still holding this one contract from here last night. Sheesh. Sheesh. Uh-oh. 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 This might be the one. This might be the one. We didn't look every time. Look at this. Every time we've broken that support, what do? We flushed. Flush. Flush. This time we broke that support. We did not flush. We actually came right back up. This could be the one. This could be the one. That might kill an intraday drawdown. Well, these aren't intraday drawdown though. The TPT Pro Plus, they're all Pro Plus is not intraday, it's end of day. So Pro Plus advantages. You go from 80% profit split to 90% profit split, and you go from trailing drawdown to end of day drawdown. Plus, if you were above buffer anyway, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Oh, little fake out, fake out, fake out. A fake out breakout into a fake out breakout into the actual flush, question mark, or another fake out breakout. Just reminding some of the other folks to be careful holding and not taking profits on the long moves. This is true. Good advice. Very good advice, actually. What is Now doing? Now is still going. Come on, Now. Get up above 114. Get up above 114. I actually rolled forward again to 100. Expires October 16th. We're back. I think I said that yesterday. I would love to go even further with it. Like if I could just go week by week but stay at 100, I would do that instantly. Like imagine being able to keep your strike price at 100, but you get to move up a week. That's what I'm hoping. You know what? Let me check it. All right, we're on October 16th. Oh, this is a whole month. Yeah, that's not gonna work probably. We'd have to go up $4, $5. We'd have to go to 105, but we gain a whole month. Nah, I'm just gonna leave it at 100 for now. Gonna leave it. Now, if we shoot up to like 120s, then I'll probably roll forward. Yeah, it's really struggling to flush. Where the support is really coming in here above 500. All right, while that's going, let's just start running these because I don't want to get too close to 11:30. Why is it there? I was like, why is it not popping up? We get a big push down, obviously, I'll let you guys know if I get into a trade.
Order filled.
Yeah, chart held. All right, damn, we didn't even get across the bridge on that one. All right, race 2. Shameless Fiona, first one up. You know, I haven't seen her in a while. Let me check her out. There she is. There she is. All right, we rejected. It's, I mean, there's no trades in here for me. I mean, we're right in the middle, right at the EMA. Just let it do its thing. Would you like me to send you a picture? Nah, it's okay. I just found them all myself. Stop Google-eyeing me. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Couldn't help myself. Koba Brick Story. Oh, baby. Damn, that would have been so perfect. Don, you should be lost. ZOG hit it! Let's go! Got a shot. We got a shot. We need somebody to do this on the next race though. Because the next race is the third one. Boing. ZOG. 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 Come on, baby. Come on. That second laser, no, it looked like it wanted you, and it got you. All right, we just need somebody to get to the end on this race, and we'll keep going. If not, it's Gold Star Trading. What's up, man? I didn't even see you say what's up. Uh-oh. What is this, Don? Oh? That's great. I love it. I'm sending that to my buddy right now. Go start trading. That is not the right direction. Oh, nice little pop here. Nice little pop. I told you there was something different about the way we were holding that 500 level. This is the first time it looks like we're not making that flush lower. See what happens. Is this the actual reclaim? Or are we still toast? Shameless going for it again. Shameless going for it. No! I'm coming to save you. Donovan. Ooh-wee. Donovan. Step 1 complete. Step 2. Can Donovan keep it going? Jason. Can Jason keep it going? Jason, get in the hole! Not that hole, that hole. Wow, this ain't looking good. Trader NQ, you're our last hope. Can he even get across the bridge? It's looking like it could happen. Oh! All right. Back to the boring chart. We got about a half hour until Trader's Launch comes on with us. I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. A BRB. I don't think you guys could see that. That's what she said. I'm a little cold in here this morning, so I was showing you guys how cold I was. Is Alpine in this bounce? Is he getting the bounce? No, he is not in this. Wait, is he? It says he's in one, but it's not on his screen that he's in. Unless he's just that far down? I don't know. Oh, I see. He's got... I see it. I think I need to go get tested for Lyme's disease. My wife's right. I've had like, ever since I got that tick, I've had phlegm. Like, I never got a fever. I never had anything, but I did get that stupid little ring around it for like a couple days, but then it went away. She's like, well, you know, that can last and it can stay in you and yada, yada, yada. And yeah. Anybody else watch Steve Will Do It? That dude's crazy. Like, look at this. That's in less than a year. He spent over $26 million. Mind-boggling. He said, I used to watch Deal or No Deal, and the people who would win $1 million were set for life. He was like, I had 26 million, and I'm not even set for 2026. Oh, that's hilarious. Must be tough, right? Oh, there was a line that said, I love taxes. He does gamble a lot. What do you think we're going to do from here on out? You think we're just going to level out until FOMC? Imagine if he got into trading, he'd be a crazier version of PW. Yeah, but Steve is like one of the nicest guys ever, where PW is one of the meanest guys ever. So like the entertainment value would be there, but it wouldn't be the same as PW. PW is just, he's just a dick all the time. I don't know how he stays in character all the time. It's crazy. Oh, they just updated the thing. Look, that account's gone. Look, guys, I'm profitable. I didn't lose anything today. What are you guys talking about? Pfft. I'm just up whatever this is, $840. Wow, okay, we actually are kind of reclaiming that 640. See what happens. This is where we could be straight up back to like 840 like it's nothing. But it is FOMC, so who knows? Fauci and had a whole lot to say 5 years ago. Now Fauci don't know nothing about nothing. I guess he's long Conan. His lawyer got kicked out. I seen that, but didn't watch the whole thing. What? Where was this? At least he knows how to inject bleach. This is true. This is true. Whoa, look at that rejection. At what level? A 40. Crazy. Reclaimed right away. Senate committee hearing discussing his diary. I hate when the market does this, man. There's nothing for me to do here. Nothing for me to do here. Oh man! Oh, we're reclaiming. 740 we go. 740 we go. Mabel Abal, welcome to the VOLA gang. Thanks for the subscription. May those ticks and the marble rolls be with you. Now is that 114? Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. All right. I mean, this is usually when I'm, wrapping up, but now we just sit here and wait for Josh and Max. Because like I said, this is when the chart starts doing this crap and there's nothing for me to trade. So if you guys want to talk about something, let me know. We just sit here and hang out until he gets here. Maybe I'll eat something before they get here because I am kind of hungry and I don't want to be hungry while we're doing the interview. I'll do that. Go get some food? Yes, sir. I will. It's a good idea. We're still rejecting that 640. The only way I'm trading is if we reject 640, come back to the lows and go through the lows. I don't see another trade in me if we start going higher, because if we start going higher, the odds are we're going to try to reclaim back up into this range and get back up to yesterday's close. The only way I'm trading again today is if we do exactly what it's trying to do here. But I don't think it's just going to shoot straight down. I don't. I think maybe we'll get a nice move here, but it's going to probably stop somewhere before 550 and kind of bounce around sideways and do whatever it's going to do. I don't think we're going to go straight down to 500. If we do, that'd be awesome. But then I would definitely be waiting for the bands for a trade, which would be probably by the time it gets there, somewhere around like 470s. So we'll see. But I highly doubt we're just going to go there in one shot because the volatility, the volume, everything's starting to die down a little bit. Man, what a candle, though. That's the biggest candle we've had since over here. Pretty much the biggest candle we've had in an hour. All the buyers that were hoping we'd break the 640 level were like, shit, We ain't breaking it. All right, I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be right back. 11:11. Make a wish.
Order filled.
Crazy, I'm just living on my own, then I'll go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, I'll go crazy for your love right now. Go crazy, yeah, go crazy, I'll go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, yeah, go.
Looky what I got. Pulled pork. I just gotta heat it up.
Trouble though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
All right, that's slowly starting to heat up. What'd I tell you? What'd I say, 550? What did we get to? 560? Close enough. Close enough. Oh, Outer Banks. My wife's going to be happy about that. Actually, a pretty good show. I remember watching that. That's the treasure hunting show or whatever. Well, dang, I don't know if it's gonna be done heating up by the time it's time to get them on, but it's not like the chart's doing anything. Ooh, up through 114 on now. Let's go. It's gonna making it kind of hard not to roll this up. I keep an eye on it throughout the day. It should be done cooking here. Give that like another minute. Should be good. Let me go grab that. Why do I have a feeling right when we start the interview and whatnot, or just hang out? I'm not even really calling it an interview, but that FedEx is gonna come. Check this out. Yeah, boy. This is gonna be so good. Rumo's long, 562 people. It's exactly what's happening, Papa now.
Welcome to the jungle, bitch!
Brother,
Since that night, I realized I didn't want another lover. 'Cause we had time, but I still just didn't want it to be over. I'm in
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna make it so they can hear you while I do this, because that's just how I
Yeah,
roll.
sweet.
You know.
Hey, listen, might as well. I'll share some alpha.
Brothers.
Can you normalize something and stress yourself out with 50 million rows of data?
50 million rows of data.
It's bigger than that. Actually, at this point, every single day I manage to stack up like a terabyte of data, and to the point where I've just like started stacking and hoarding drives. I'm like, I can't cut this down just yet.
That's crazy. That's a lot of
It's,
data.
That don't make no sense.
hey, listen, it's everybody's trade data, right? So it's actually all of your fault, not mine, you know?
Right, right. I mean, I'm just gonna blame Josh. That's what I always do. So
Listen, that's my default also. When I Josh originally, I was like, I'm not just hiring you. I'm hiring you because I need somebody to blame every single problem on.
I mean,
And Adam was tired of being that person, and I was that person before Adam. So it's we passed the trophy around, you know.
all right, guys. As you can hear, and now you can see Max. That is Max on screen. I'm working on getting Josh on there. So if anybody wants to say hi in the chat, feel free. Max, it's nice to meet you. I've talked to you obviously a million times before.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've been friends for a while, but we're always busy, right? We never have time to actually get face to face.
It's always business when we talk.
Well, I mean, let's be real. What else are we gonna do, right?
This is true. That's just true.
We're gonna relax. It's bad for you, you know.
You know, I'm starting to wonder if that's true though, because my kids have me running rampant all the time. And I'm starting to feel like it's not as healthy as people say, you know, the whole running around thing. I'm starting to feel like that's a lie.
I don't know. It's like I heard something a long time ago that like sitting is the smoking of our generation, right? And it's like it's always stuck with me, especially all of us as traders. Like we live in the seat. So it's like anytime that I'm not at the desk dealing with like 5 million different things of craziness, I'm like, okay, how active can I physically be even though my brain is completely flattened now?
You know, that I'll agree with you on, because I will say, like, when I'm done trading, like we'll like go over to some friends' house, like the kids' friends, or we'll go out to dinner, like, and grab some drinks at the bar, you know, like whatever it'll be. And I'm always
Right.
standing when we go to those places, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, do you want a seat?" And I'm like, "I'm good. I literally sit all day." And it's
Yeah,
like,
no, I have the exact same thing happen. Everybody's like, you don't want to sit. I'm like, you don't understand. It's not like that. I basically have an aversion to sitting if I'm not on the desk. It's funny how that works. That being said, like I've tried treadmill desks, I've tried like bike in front of the screens, things like that. It's I don't know. It's not for some reason the ultimate chair is the lock-in, you know?
my wife has one of those treadmills, and I've tried it. Like, I've brought it in here. It's just like one of the ones that are flat. There's nothing on, yeah. And one, I just didn't. I don't know. It's the constant bouncing, like my hand, like when I'm hitting buy and sell. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
And then two, it was just like I fell off of it a couple times, because just from like you don't really gauge your side to side, like as you're just kind of doing it. And
No,
you
not
know,
not
yeah.
Yeah, not at all. It's like a weird equilibrium thing, right? It's like the you get seasick, and it's like the all the different charts on the screen are like the motion of the ocean, right?
So true. So true.
That was the same issue I had. I only had to fat finger like 2 or 3 trades because I was walking on a treadmill, and it cost me a couple $1,000, and I was like, all right, I don't. I've lost how many treadmills in 2 minutes? I don't need to do this now.
Now, Josh, you can't change your background like that. Put it back. No
He's
escape,
outside.
no escaping reality.
Yeah, I'm outside.
He's flying. He's flying through the sky.
We had we had a really serious tech meeting. I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. We were trying to resolve all sorts of issues, but we're in Google Meet, and for some reason we were just screwing around with filters at the same time. Or I forget, one of us was screwing it. So it's like Josh is like a wizard, I'm like a cowboy, and we're like, okay, we need to fix all this environment variables. We need to work through all these problems. But it's like a 4-hour serious cosplay meeting accidentally, while we're actually trying to build the future over here.
Yeah. Well, I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you're doing, like it's not. There's a line, right? There's always a line, but you gotta still be surrounded by people that can have fun in any situation. because then it doesn't always feel so serious. And when it starts to feel too serious, that's when the stress comes in, and then you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
No, dude, 100%. It's like, especially, it's like we're in it's such an odd game, right? Like you'll see incredibly serious headlines come through every single day at this rate, and it's like, okay, here's a headline that's going to, okay, wheat is repricing higher, and as a function of that, how many people are going to starve? Or oil is this much higher, so how many people aren't going to have heat this winter? And it's and or just like, oh hey, more bombs dropping here, or this calamity, or in equities world it's even worse, right? It's so you see that every single day, and it's like it's really easy just to kind of like chelate away at your soul, and if you let that get in, you have to be like, okay, wait, it's like I am playing absolutely insane video game that is a function of real world events here, right? So it's like you can take it all too seriously, and at the same time, Tim, you obviously know, after trading for a long time, the second that you start to treat the money as real, all of a sudden it becomes impossible to make money.
This is one of the truest statements out there. It's
There's-
almost like a weird. It's like you want to be responsible because it is real money, but you
yeah,
also can't connect yourself to it in a way to where you're scared to trade it, because scared. It's one of the oldest sayings in the book: "Scared money don't make money."
yep, and it's so true, right? It's counterintuitive. I mean, I remember early on, and this is going back 8 years or something for me. I was like, all right, let's just try, putting a sticky note on the screen, or just like blocking out where my P&L is, and like, okay, or just turning into R, or basically units of risk or something like that. And you still find yourself doing the mental math and go, okay, I'm up 200, 300, 400, or down.
It's true.
And it kind of tricks you, but it does make it that much easier, right?
I've been there. Yeah, I've had the sticky notes on the screen, literally, and then you find
Yeah.
yourself like picking the sticky note up to look at it, and
Yeah.
you're. So then I remember doing exactly that, and I was like, all right, what do I have now? I have to figure out a way to do it. I literally found out how to take it off the platform so that
Yep.
I couldn't look at it. And it's actually funny you say like turn it into R or risks or reward, stuff like that, because poker actually does that as well.
Yep.
Because I watch a lot of people play online poker, and they have it set to where it'll show how many big blinds you're playing with, not the amount of money. And
Yeah.
it's like the same thing. It's like, because they know they're playing for a higher amount of money, if they look at it as money instead of just a set amount of big blinds, it's such a mental mind effery that's going on, that it's same thing in trading. I mean, it really is. Like
Yeah.
if you can make $100, you in theory can make $1,000, right? It's literally
Right.
changing from micros to minis. That's all it
Yeah.
is. It's the same exact trade. It's the same exact ticker. It's the same amount of contracts. Everything's the same, except you're going from micros to minis. But making that switch from micros to minis, as many people will tell you, they're like, oh my God, I'm taking 10 times the risk. And it's like they completely take a completely different trade because of it. And yeah, it's crazy. It's the I haven't got into this in a while on the stream, but like the mental side of trading is really, I would say, a good 90% of trading. It really is. Especially once you're further along in your journey, and like you have an edge, you're seeing signs of profitability, like all that stuff. It then goes from trying to be profitable as the main problem, to just that mental side of things, and executing properly every single time you do. Because we all, even now, like I'll still have times, where I quote unquote tilt. It happens, but I've learned to catch it way sooner than I used to in the past. Like I would go through 3, 4 accounts before I'm like, oh Jesus, I need to stop. Like I'm tilting. But now it's
Yeah.
just like I'll have a bad trade, and as I'm even getting into the next trade, Stream can attest, chat can attest with this. I catch myself like as I'm putting the order out now, before I even take
Yeah.
a second trade. So it's like just that. Like people don't realize how much progress and how long that took for me mentally to get to that point. And that's something
Oh,
you can't teach. Yeah, that's something
yeah.
you have to literally go through yourself in order to get to that point.
Listen, very, very, very well said. And I think part of it that people think is that they go, okay, once I solve this problem, once I get past this, then you know what, it's going to be easy forever. I only have to fight this dragon one time. But the truth is that every single time you're trading a new size bracket, you're going to go through the same cycle all over again, right? The way you tilt on $100 is going to basically set the stage for how you're going to tilt on 1,000 to 10,000, etc. There's no point where all of a sudden your nerves are so blown out and you just execute effortlessly. It gets easier, don't get me wrong, but every single demon that you have is going to show back up again.
This is true. All right, the questions are starting, it looks like. Got some people
Yeah,
saying
I can't see the
hi.
chat, so I'll
okay.
let you field them and parse them to me.
Yeah, sure. It says, thank you for hosting the CEO and CMO of Traders Launch on your stream. I have a question for Max. Are there any plans to integrate Tradeovate into Traders Launch?
Yeah, we're talking to them.
Yeah, I asked Josh that probably on the daily.
Oh yeah. No, everybody asks. Like we always have this push pull of people be like, oh, we want Tradeovate, we want Tradeovate, we want Tradeovate. And at the same time, we're looking at each other and we're like, hey guys, we're growing like 30, 40, last month was 50% month over month. It's like, yeah, we're trying to do all these things also, but we're also trying to keep up with the insane growth that we're just seeing from people just starting to find out about us.
Yeah. That's what
So it's like it's this insane juggling act. It's like we onboarded a bunch of new just guys on the development side maybe 2 months ago, and our internal conversation was like, yeah, we don't know if this growth is going to continue, but in the event that it does, we need to hire now. So it's like our past devs and everybody that we hired are just getting up to speed with all of our processes, everything that we work inside. So it's like now we have the bandwidth to basically roll out these broader projects, but getting ahead of it is always insane because like now we're working on hiring more people, which means that there's going to be like, another 2 month lag in getting those people up to speed. So it's this crazy balancing act. And listen, I'm thankful for it, right? I'll take all the growth we can get, but rolling out everything that everybody wants while also maintaining everything that we've built so far is our ultimate goal. The last thing we want to do is is make a mistake that we've seen a lot of other firms do, where we're going to go, oh yeah, hey, we're bringing this, and then all of a sudden we bring something new, but then meanwhile everything that brought us all the growth that already came all of a sudden starts to fall apart. All of a sudden people's wait times go down to people are waiting 2 or 3 days, or all of a sudden payouts are lagging a day or two. Like we don't want to do any of that. Like for us, it's like risk first, book first. How do we provide the best service imaginable to everybody that we have? And then how do we slow drip out things to basically make a premium product without short selling to people who have already realized that, what we're doing is valuable.
Yeah. Yeah, just along the lines of that, chat says, Josh helped me get my payout with no issues and no problems. Traders Launch is rapid, fast in the payouts. Traders Launch is now my main firm. I rarely comment, but Traders Launch are the best prop firm hands down. Just reading through some of the things that they said.
I'll take it. I'll take it. We're working to bring a lot of things. It's like I know a lot of people will promise big and then deliver tiny. It's not in our nature. We always try to say like, listen, guys, we got a lot of things coming. We have a lot of things working on it. Everybody always wants everything this week and today, and I think that's just the nature of the industry that we're in. It moves fast, and everybody always comes with big promises. But we do our best to cater to traders ultimately.
Yeah,
and we're starting to see that, right? We're starting to see a lot of other people copy the things that we're doing, and it's like, oh, that's we're not growing as fast as we are, and then seeing other people copy us for no reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's always a good sign to know you're doing something right. Tony, no, not Tony. Josh said, "How about TradeC?" Gonzalez, really quick to answer. We literally just answered that question. If you want to go back and watch afterwards, he was asking about Tradeovate as well.
Yeah, I talked to them a little while back. I don't know, up in the air, trying to decide. My logic is kind of if we bring Tradeovate, then Tradeovate directly integrates with pretty much every platform everybody could want.
Sure.
And TradeC is relatively new, so like, will we bring them? Yeah, potentially. But I want to see their platform exist for a little longer than it has. Right? I've seen, especially in this new era where people can spin up new dev projects very, very easily. I don't really wait people's new technology until I see them have a bad day and how they handle it, right? So I want to see an aggregate amount of like, oh, how they deal with problems, how they handle things internally, and then what their basically what their infrastructure looks like when there's a little bit of stress on it. Basically, from my perspective, I don't want to roll out to anything that I'm not 100% confident in myself.
Gotcha. We got Wawa saying, will you provide static drawdown? He says he doesn't mind the current max drawdown as is, but curious if he can have a static account.
Yeah, so that's something that Josh and I have been talking about every single day. and which is basically the idea of saying like, hey, listen, we have a million different questions of people asking us things. And this is actually kind of funny. So we were beating ourselves up because we were like, oh, we should do a Traders Launch Labs where we spin up a bunch of new accounts and we come up with all these new account types. We sell them in like 1,000 account blocks or something like that. And then we decide, we can run through the stats. I mean, we can model them pretty well ahead of time, but run through the stats and see how people like them, right? Because there's this internal thing where what we know is good for traders does not always align with what people want. Which is just this odd dynamic. Like people want more size, but all stats show people staying on smaller size actually increases pass rate. So like there's these weird dynamics that exist out there. But on the Traders Launch Labs, we were like talking about it. We're like, all right, let's start building a bunch of accounts. We've been doing that over the past, I don't know, weeks, months, just getting ready to roll them all out. But meanwhile, we've seen everybody else start to do the same thing now. So we're looking at each other. We're like, oh, damn, everybody else is, beating us to the same concept and same idea. But meanwhile, we're looking at the things they're dropping and we're going like, oh, these guys are playing the perception game well of like, look at this shiny new object. But when you look under the surface, it's like, oh, I wouldn't trade that in a million years. What are they doing? Long answer short, yes, we will definitely have some plans that we're going to try static drawdowns out. And myriad, a whole bunch of different other plans. So we're going to be set, I think, starting in the next, I'll say 2 weeks at high side. I was hoping to do it next week, but we're still finalizing a bunch of things. So probably in 2 weeks from now, maybe every week, maybe every other week, we'll be dropping at least 1,000 account blocks of new account types. So
Nice.
yeah, keep on the lookout for that.
There you go, Wawa. Rob wants me to ask, how big is it?
What accounts are we talking about?
Good answer. Good answer.
Lots of size screens.
Don says, I really like how you guys show the trade reports. LSJM wants to know if you could give one piece of advice to traders, what would it be? You're the one with all the data, so you might have a good answer.
Advice. Oh, I got 80 pieces of advice. Don't overtrade. It sounds so
Order filled.
But think about like a very I'll break it down as simply as possible. The market returns are not evenly distributed, right? And neither is your bias. So imagine if you're, bullish bias, you come in, you trade long side 90% of the time. Okay, let's look at the data and go, what percent of the time does the market close green, right? It's like, okay, you can figure out like 54 or 56% of the time the intraday session closes green, right? So it's like, okay, think about that. So it's like cross compare those two stats. If you try to force everything to happen in one day, you're trying to take 40 trades from the long side in a day that's going to close red. You're effectively flipping a coin against that. So don't force your bias on a million trades in one session, right? Give yourself 2-3 opportunities. If that doesn't work, wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in reacting to the market, not trying to predict the market.
Yeah,
it's a lot easier that way because then you don't have to worry about what you think's going to happen. You just wait until something happens and then you react to it.
Yeah, I mean, I had something. I was teaching a trader, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago about this, but something that I mean, obviously running a business now, doing a million different things, and still, trading my personal book on top of it, and managing our obviously, fund book on top of it. It's I'm very picky with where I pick spots these days, but I've always used like say I'm trading a lot of different things right across equities, futures, etc. But I'll have something that I'm looking at. I'm saying like, hey, this is what I call a gift zone, right? If this market happens to come to this level in the next week, I'm considering that a gift. Like, what are the odds? 5%, right? But I always have a bunch of basically these gift zones, and I'll do it on an intraday session also occasionally if I think the setup is right. But I'll basically be like, if I take no trade today, so be it. But this right here is a gift. I don't care how horrible it feels. I don't care the headline that basically makes the price move into this level at this. I'm considering it a gift. I want to, I want to do business at this zone with this fixed risk.
It's kind of like I'll do with options, like I'll look at a stock and I'll be like, if for some reason it gets to this level, like why would I not want to be in that? And so that's what cash secured puts are for, right? You can literally make money saying if it finally does get to this stock, to this price, I'll take it, but I can make some credit, along the way. It's actually, it's a lot. It's one thing that when I learned about without, just sidetracking for a second. Like when I learned about that, I was like, wait, this is like cheating. Like if you're a long-term investor and you're looking to get into the stock anyway, and you don't want to get in until this price, but you can just make money until you get there for free, essentially. It's like, that's awesome. But yeah, no, I agree with your advice. That was a good piece of advice.
It's a simple piece of advice. I mean, there's a lot of different nuggets of it of advice. It's like, if you come into the day, I mean, all risk is divisible, right? And so you have to basically have an idea of saying like, okay, what is this trade worth, right? It's like, and where am I wrong, right? It's like the most basic advice probably, and this is something I ask myself on every single trade now after I don't even know how many years, it's over 8 now or over 9 maybe, time's slipping, is where am I wrong? I don't look at, I don't even look at the outcome of the potential of a trade until I'm like, okay, this is where I'm invalidated.
Yeah. SMT says, I've been with Traders Launch since 2024, and I've never had any doubts about them, even after failing the evaluation 8 times. Damn, only 8 times since 2020. That's pretty good.
Wait, 2024, were you with us when we were offering equities originally? Because we started with equities, actually. Like a little bit of backlog and story is that I've been an equities trader forever, right? As long as I've been trading. Obviously, I trade a ton of volume in futures also, but that's kind of, it's always been my my go-to, I guess you could say. So, and my business partner and I, we were like, okay, let's roll out equities. It's what we both traded, is what we focused on, and we assumed that people would be interested in. So we ran equities for, 8, 9 months via our initial platform. And we looked at our data and we saw that like 90+% of people were just trading the indexes, right? And everybody was like, we want futures, we want futures. So after a year, we looked at each other and we're like, okay, it's who are we to argue with the data? And then ended up moving over to futures from there.
Nice. Trader's Nest said, thanks, Max. I'm truly addicted to Trade-Evade. Another Trade-Evade guy. Oh, Wawa said, don't overtrade, as we see Tim here getting ready to start a DCA position. Yeah, I actually took a trade while you were answering. I didn't like it.
Let me give some advice on DCA, because I see a lot of questions about this, and I think there's something that people don't think about from it. Well, I know there's some things about it that people don't think about. DCA is a great strategy until it isn't. I have never, in all of our data, we have, probably 100,000 cases at this point of people who have DCA'd and then blown up, right? And then go, why me? How could this have happened, right? And I think what people don't realize about DCAing is that for every single win that you have, you are going to have the basically less size than for every single loss you're going to have. It's just the skew of it, right? Because the market eventually doesn't look back, and you're going to keep adding. So eventually, when you stop out, you will have the absolute maximum of size. It's how it works every single time. And I think traders, like, yeah, you get a high win rate, but if one trade is eventually going to take you out, then is that worth it, right? So the adjustment I would make to DCA is saying like, okay, here's how much I plan on adding to this. Like when I DCA, which is, 1/10 of my trades, if that, it's effectively against a level. I say, okay, here's a level, here's where I'm wrong, and I'm going to give myself 3 adds on this up until where I'm wrong. But it's not going to be full size, right? So I basically say like, okay, when I have my 3 adds on, what is the cumulative risk on those 3 adds going to be versus where I'm wrong? Versus I'm just going to keep on adding and hopefully I get bailed out that I'm not wrong. And that's the mistake that I see. I mean, something that we see support friction on also, which is kind of an interesting thing, is that the people who DCA and then blow up are also some of the biggest headaches because they have the highest win rate and then they just can't accept that they lost. It's kind of like this. And so that's kind of how we took away from it and look at it and go like, okay, so you're addicted to a high win rate, but you're doing something that doesn't align with, like you found something that works for your personality, but from a mathematical perspective is guaranteeing you failure over time. So you're going to have this like emotional whipsaw as a function of doing it, as opposed to adjusting it and saying, hey, let me, do it conditionally in situations where DCAing was my plan versus being my full strategy. So yeah, I guess that's the best takeaway from it is DCAing should be a plan for a specific trade, not a strategy for every trade.
Yeah, no, I would agree. And so when it comes to DCA, especially with me trading, it's like I'm only getting into a trade because I think we're either at the top or bottom of a level. And
Yeah.
if it can, in my eyes, if it continues past there, it's actually making the trade better. So I don't even consider it like dollar cost averaging, even though that's what it is. Or
Right.
not. I do consider it dollar cost averaging. I don't consider it adding to a loser. I actually consider it scaling into a winner, which is just a positive way of thinking about it. Because
Right.
to me, the more it extends against me, I actually think the higher odds of it working are in my favor. So that's kind of how I look at it personally. But I
Yeah.
will say, and I've always said this from the get, if you're trading in a personal account and not a prop account, because a prop account you can blow, you can restart, right? That's
Yes.
kind of one of the cool things about it, right? It's one of the ideologies behind why a lot of people like it. But if you're gonna try to DCA or scale into a position, et cetera, in a personal account, you need to do the same thing that this prop account is doing. You need to have a dollar max loss set so that, like you said earlier, once you scale in, you should know how much you're risking at any given time. Because if you're just continuing to scale in, and say you only want to lose $1,000 any given day, and you have 5,000 in your account, and you're just like, no, this is gonna work. I'm just gonna wait for the bounce, and then that's how a lot of people lose their accounts. Because guess what? It doesn't
Yeah.
have to bounce. Like there's
It's actually it's funny you said that. And firstly, 100%, yes, you were 100% right about that. It's something that I talk about quite often, is that behavior is sticky, right? The way that you trade, $100 is the way that you're going to trade 100,000 is the way, and especially the bad behavior is the stickiest, right? So the bad behavior you have on, $1,000 account or a prop account is going to carry over to your personal account. And I think that's one of the things. I mean, I've seen traders make $1 million over 2-3 years and then lose it in 2 days. And it's always a function of DCAing, right? It's always basically like, oh no, it can't go up more, right? It can't possibly go up, especially trading like small cap,
GameStop.
pump and dumps and things like that. Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
I saw people make fortunes and lose them because it can't possibly go further, right? We see it in crypto all the time. You see it in futures all the time. And a prop account is kind of, I think, the best way to protect you from it, right? But it's also the reason that I will always tell people, like, don't trade a prop account too differently than you would trade your personal account. Just because of that, risk of ruin is eventually going to bleed over. Unless you've configured rules on your personal account or your cash accounts that are going to stop you from that one bad day where, get into a fight with a family member, or you don't get you get a bad night of sleep, you stub your toe, or you just wake up thinking you're a genius. It doesn't really matter. That day is coming for all of us, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing I say
So
too. You got to leave that shit at the door. Like when you sit
yeah,
down at your desk, like you got to be mentally focused and you got to clear all that stuff away from you. It's
yeah,
so different than
one
like
hundred
going
percent.
into work. If you're working a regular 9 to 5 and you're going in and you're pissed off at the world before you even get there, like it's
Yeah,
just not going to be a good day.
exactly. Well, so like one of the things is that I about this specific topic that I was that I keep on highlighting to people, and I'm definitely a broken record on at this point, is that the market is going to one day have a headline that aligns with a bias of yours, and your bias is going to be 100% conviction that the opposite has to happen. The example that I love to use is like one day, hypothetically aliens land and they look really mean, and they're already shooting lasers at people, and you're like, you know what, the nasdaq is definitely going to collapse on this, right? And so, like, obviously, you start piling in short, but the Nasdaq, in its nature, is going to do the exact opposite of what you think is logical. And for some reason, the market and the underlying is going to say, you know what? We're going to win this, and we're going to get alien technology, and we're going to live in utopia. So the market is just going to go absolutely vertical, and you're going to keep adding and adding and adding and blow up on a headline that logically the market should have done the exact opposite.
What's the old saying? The market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent.
Exactly, right? So there's always a headline floating out there that's the exact opposite of your bias, and it's just waiting for that one day, right? You can trade perfectly for, 5,000 days in a row, and that headline is just waiting for you.
Yep. Uh, Rahami is asking, will you ever introduce resetting failed accounts at a cheaper price? So I guess like account resets.
Yeah, we're gonna test that out with the Traders Launch Labs accounts.
Tales of
So
Muko said, "Look who's here." He said the guitar looks cool. Not gonna lie, we gonna get a performance? Question mark.
I mean, maybe not today. I'll play a couple things at some point. But Josh, see, look, you're pimping me out. I have to play music for everybody also now.
Well, you should have
It's
been
better than my own
flying. You got to fly like Josh. You don't have to play the guitar.
Yeah, hey, listen, I don't mind. It keeps me busy, you know. One sec, let me reset my camera. It keeps me out of trouble. I will attribute more trading losses saved to having a guitar sitting behind my desk than anything else.
Henny asked earlier, I did skip this by accident, said, from stats and experience you guys have, what is the biggest downfall for traders? Would you say it's the DCA or is there something else?
Oversizing.
Oversight. I was going to say over leveraging in prop accounts is way too easy.
Well, so think about it like this, right? It's like, what is the business model of 99.99% of prop firms, right?
True.
Like it's failing traders. They don't have any way. They don't have a pipeline to basically either move you live and then take some sort of split in regards to that. They don't have an agreement with a broker to pass you off. Otherwise, they don't have some sort of proprietary data strategy where they say, hey, you know what, let's find a way to basically make profit on this. They don't have any sort of, most of them aren't even traders. Most of them are marketers, right? They don't have any sort of book, right? Maybe they have some sort of tail hedging thing, but that's it. And I think as a function of that, it's all firms pretty much their job is to prey on people, right? Like we see this with so many different people saying like, oh, hey, let's play the perception game and make it look really easy to get funded, but actually getting a payout, good luck, impossible, right? We see this time and time again. So with that in mind, if they don't want to see you succeed, what are they going to give you? Everything that they're giving you is generally exactly what you need to blow up. That's why you see so many people being like, oh, here's 40 contracts or here's 20 contracts. Like all of our data, we've seen that the people who stay small size, like, and of course people be like, oh, but you can't make, 50 grand in a day every single day if you're not trading 10 contracts. Like, yeah, true, right? But you're also going to stay in the game, right? It's like we see people pulling out $1,000, $1,500 2, 3, 4 times a week trading like 5 micros, like consistently for months on months on months on months, right? Whereas the people who are trading 2, 3 minis, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, they'll have like a 5K payday and then they'll blow up and then it'll be a couple days and then, then they'll have like a 2K payday and then they'll blow up. So it's not as evenly distributed, right? But I think about it simply as like, firms don't give you a lot of leverage because it's showing that traders are actually getting better outcomes as a function of it.
Makes sense.
And it's also, I mean, the caveat I'll add on top of that is that coming back to the DCA thing, it's like they know like plus 10% of their book is trying to DCA, and they know that DCA is a bad strategy over the long run. So their logic is, hey, give them way more size. So the first time they DCA, they blow out.
Yeah.
That's what all the data says.
Josh, Papa now says you speak too much.
Yeah, bro. I saw it. Don't worry.
You don't want him to talk too much because then you'll feel like you're playing football.
I pimp Josh out to go compete in leagues outside of Traders Launch.
Yeah, you get lost in his voice when he starts talking. So,
yo, bro.
Did I say that out loud? Sorry, that was a internal thought.
Josh intentionally stays away from the camera because it's half our affiliates try to poach him. So I'm like, okay, whoa. They're just trying to sweet talk you right now,
Josh is a hard worker. He's a good guy. I've been talking to him for a long time now.
I hired Josh because he's a vampire primarily. He doesn't sleep.
It's true. Dude, I remember sometimes like when we were doing some stuff together, he would message me and I'd wake up and I'm like, dude, did you even sleep tonight? Like, what are you doing? It's like, I guess enjoy it while you can, right? Because I mean, look at him. He's only what, like 19?
He's 11.
Bro, no, I'm 24.
Nah, you're
I'm
12.
sticking with 11.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with 11.
I'm a lower mind to 12. He's even got the modern mullet going on too. I like it.
Yeah,
it was longer before this.
He keeps on trying to get me to get one also, but I'm expensive. I need like a $7 bribe,
Bori, let's see, Bori, Love Lua. There was one more. And KT Official. They are all asking about Trade of 8. Guys, we already talked about that. They are looking into it. If you guys want to hear what he had to say about it, you just have to scroll back a little bit after we're done.
Yeah, we're talking to him. Don't worry, guys. We're making it happen.
Wawa saying he hates moving out of micros. Wait, rather be profitable and just scale accounts with 5 mic. Okay, so he was agreeing with you with the switching the micros.
Also,
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, keep going.
Oh, you're fine. Good.
I was going to say something that people don't think about, and this is we see traders like what makes the most traders blow up. It's compression and expansion. So when the market goes from like a high volatility regime to a low vol regime, or when it goes from a low vol regime to a wider vol regime, people have something called anchoring bias, where they basically say, "Oh, hey, the amount of size I was trading yesterday is the amount of size I'm going to trade today because that's what I'm used to." But it's a different beast. Like under certain vol regimes, like 1 micro is effectively equivalent to 1 mini.
True.
Right. So depending on the volatility, it's like, okay, yeah, no, the asset that you're trading today is not the same asset you were trading yesterday. That's part of the reason that it's better to start at the low side and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to start at 1/10. And if I want to trade 10, yeah, of course I can, but I can adjust to it, as opposed to basically being like, oh, it's yeah, the vol is 5 times higher today than it was yesterday, but I'm going to trade the same thing because that's what I'm used to. That's going to cause more failure than is necessary because you're not evolving to the to the wins, you could say.
Yeah. Jason actually made a good point too, that he said maybe people don't know that they can actually take 10 micros and that equals a mini, which you would think it's common sense, but a lot of people don't think about it that way. So that you can actually start small and then you can add more, if the trade is good, et cetera.
Yep.
So, and I always say that too. Like a lot of people who trade minis, they're always like, well, I can't scale in, because 1 mini is already too much. And it's like, go to 10 mic, or they're talking about scaling out. So like the trade will be going in their direction and they'll be like, oh, I wish I could trim some of this, but I can't because I only have 1 mini. Take 10 micros and then you can scale out as much as you want throughout the trade.
I mean, and you can trim it, right? You can sell the mini and then buy 7 micros.
This is true. Yeah. That was actually a strategy I tried to employ at one point.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to spend more in commissions, right? I mean, that's to be expected, right? It's but I mean, listen, in the vol regime that we're currently in, it's like commissions are the least of your worries.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because when I used to trade equities, that was back when, it would cost $3 per ticket, regardless of how many, how much you were trading. And I remember that was like such a thing going into the trade was like, I need the perfect entry because I don't want to spend on commissions unless it's the perfect entry. And I will tell you, that was the worst mindset you could ever have because when I finally got to the point where I was like, you know what, commissions are just part of it. It's, it's going to be what it is. I can't assume. And the other thing I would do too is like, I wouldn't take a trade at break even. I would always take a trade at break even plus a little bit to cover commissions. And I can't tell you how many times that bit me in the ass because it would come up and like, come up to like 2 or 3 cents from my take profit instead of where break even was. And then it would reverse against me. And I'm in a trade only because I was trying to like save on a couple dollars of commissions. It's like, it's one of the worst mindsets you can have is worrying about commissions because people say it all the time. Well, I trade minis because of commissions. You're trading 10x the leverage because you don't want to pay an extra, $10 in commissions. That makes no sense. It's like,
hey, listen, you only have to lose $1,000 a couple times because you were trying to save $3 or $4 to realize like, okay, what are we doing here?
Exactly. Because then at the end of the day, you realize real quick that commissions are such a minute part, and it's the cost of doing business, right? You own a house, you pay the electricity bill. You trade, you pay commissions. It's all the same shit.
It's the nature of it. I mean, I used to trade a lot of volume on the short side in equities, and the hard to borrow rates were insane. I mean, I would every single day was basically like, okay, wake up and I'm paying 2-3 Gs just to even have the opportunity to trade the equities that I wanted. So like when you took a loss, it's like, okay, like wonderful. I got beat up today and I spent a couple Gs on commissions on 3 or 4 trades. Like that was always fun. So it's you don't know how good you have it in futures in that regard.
True.
And then not so long ago, right? It was like $50, $50 round trip. You have to call it in,
Yeah. That was nuts. I came in like right after that. Like I came in right when they started going from like, it was like $7, $9, $12 per ticket. So I was never around for the $20+ but I remember people like when I started getting into it, I was talking to people that have been there for a while already. And they're like, oh yeah, this is great. We're only paying $9 a ticket. And then, you know, in what, like 3 years, it was like who could offer free commissions, you know, in the equities world, obviously. But yeah, that was
And
that's
listen,
crazy.
and free. I mean, like, listen, there's a lot of free brokers now in
Data,
equities
data,
also,
data.
and
Yeah, yeah.
and you best believe they're selling your order flow. Nothing is free in this world,
Exactly. Exactly.
right?
Let's see.
Especially when you start trading size, they'll step in front of you. It's yeah, it's a fun
100%.
new problem to have, you know.
True. Yeah, true. The Tilted Trader says, "What is the most paid out at Traders Launch lifetime?" And he also said, "How many live traders do you have?" I guess those can be kind of answered together.
With the first question was like total payouts, all in all.
Yeah, that's what I think he's shooting for. Unless maybe he's asking like one trader. I don't know. It didn't. It just says, "What is the most paid out at Traders Launch lifetime?"
I don't have the overall. I mean, we paid out. I'm trying to think. 400, 500 G's last month, somewhere in there. And we're small in the scheme of things of the big guys. So you see the people, and I don't personally believe some of their numbers, but so we're small, right? It's like last year at the beginning, or 2 years ago, we were paying out like, 20, 30, 20 grand a month. And we were tiny, right? We were making less than that. We lost money for the first, I think, year and a half, almost 2 years, just as basically a function of trying to find profitable traders. So now, I think, this month we'll have, coming up on probably 400,000, 500,000. So it's stacking up pretty quickly. I think by the end of the year, we'll be paying out over $1 million a month. For individual trader, I'm forgetting the exact stats, 60, 70 in a short period of time. But we also have a huge stack of traders that are live right now that have large buffers and just haven't pulled anything out, right? So I don't know if I should stack that into there. Like if I look across our live books, we've got a ton of people that are sitting on 20, 30, 40 grand that have pulled out like, $500, $600 that are just trying to build a pad. It's like,
Right.
do we stack that into it, right? Because I think a lot of people use us as like the brokerage option.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, that's what everyone should be doing anyway, right? Like if you can
Listen,
get a
I trade with props occasionally also. Like I've traded with props because like, hey, listen, wait, here's my track record. You want to give me leverage on my money? At and they come with horrible splits sometimes, like 30, 40%. But like, hey, I don't have to pay anything. I just shared my data and you're willing to give me, an extra couple hundred G's of buying power. I'll take it.
True. Let's see. We got Sophie says, would you introduce accounts with no consistency on the challenge? So I
We
guess it's
consider
saying
it.
like
I mean, so
40%.
we have a lot of people ask about that, right? And it's like, and say like, oh, can you do one day to pass? And it's like, okay, from our perspective, what do we learn from somebody what's a one day to pass account? It's like, okay, we know that person can flip a coin, right? And I think like I would be open to selling, faster pass or no consistency on evals. But the trouble from our perspective is that, okay, now we're, opening the door for fraud. Like something that I think the average trader that doesn't see is that as a prop firm, especially for us, because within 3 days, you can basically have an account that you're able to basically take everyday withdrawals on, is that the amount of people coming in with stolen credit cards is insane. And the amount of work that we have to do to hedge those people off is it's extra full-time jobs is the simplest way to put it. Right.
Yeah, those people
So
are
all of a
crazy.
sudden, if we introduce something where people can pass in 12 hours and get payouts tomorrow, we're going to be hit tomorrow. We're going to be hit the day after that with, 5,000 people with stolen cards. And we're going to have to, they'll, half of them will be short, half of them will be long. They'll hedge each other out. And then the following day we'll be hit with, or the following week or the following month, because it takes people a while, we'll be hit with, a couple $100,000 of chargebacks. So it's like, okay, do we want to do that to, teach people bad habits?
Yeah, you guys actually just heard some pretty big insider information on the back end of of prop firms. That's usually something you don't hear a lot of people talk about.
Listen, I'll do a 20-hour talk just about that side of it. It's because I think it's important to know, right? I mean, it's like I've worked in a bunch of different industries, and fraud is a huge problem out there. But fraud in a world where somebody's less likely to try to scam you for physical goods than they are for something where they could potentially pull out 20 grand tomorrow.
True. No, I
Right.
totally agree with
So
you.
so it's like it's one of those things. I mean, it's part of the reason that we're always hesitant with funded account resets also, right? Because it's like, okay, it's the people that are going to do it are probably not going to be using their card to do it, right? So if 30% of people do that, then it just chews up our time. And and listen, it's the cost of doing business. But from our perspective, the last thing we want to do is open up the door to a situation like that. The next thing you know, our entire team is distracted on handling the fraud side and the and basically the credit risk side of it. And then our actual traders who are just trying to gain access to capital and get a premium product get a worse experience. Right. So yes, we potentially could, but then we need I mean, there's a lot of things we can sell. Just crypto payments as a fun, and because we don't have to worry about the chargeback side of it. Right. So, if people want something like that, but say, hey, listen, we can only purchase it with crypto, I'm fine with that. That's something we're open to talking about.
Yeah. And there's always the bad people that make it hard for the good people to succeed, right? And that's just the way the world works.
I mean, that's the nature of it, right? So, like, something that we're working on with the Traders Launch Labs is like right now, like we have like some of our plans are going to come in and they're going to come in cheaper than what we have. I think a decent amount cheaper also. They're going to come with like slightly different restrictions, but those restrictions, after crushing the data, will affect less than zero point 0.7 people, right? Like 0.7 out of thousand out of 1,000 people, right? So if you think about it from like that percent, but if we're able to sell something 20-30% cheaper for that has basically a rule on it, says like, oh, you know what, you can't make more than $5,000 in a day on this account. You can make $5,000 every single day, but you can't make more than $5,000 on a single day. Or you can't do X or something like that. And we're able to sell that, we'll float that out. If people want it, they want it. If they don't want it, they don't want it, and we'll learn from that experience, right? But I think one of the problems that we have right now, and this is a problem across prop, is that it's treated like an insurance business where we have to, sell a lot of things for 10% higher because of fraud, or sell things, 15% higher because a percentage of people are just going to put full contracts on into CPI, right? So it's like, okay, if we should, that's like part of our consideration of like letting people build their account and changing the price and the entry fee and the rules as a function of that. Because it's like, hey, if you, don't want to hold 20 contracts through CPI, we can sell it to you for cheaper, right? If you don't want to, if you don't want to try to, YOLO or do something stupid, we can sell it to you for cheaper, right? Obviously, right now, we don't have any of that fence. We say, hey, listen, everybody comes in and the price is a function of the aggregate. But if we can let people say, hey, I'm not going to do that, then you know what? You're you're a responsible trader, and we can give you more opportunity as a function of that.
Like it. Jenna asked Josh, why do you choose to work with Traders Launch? He was waiting for it. He saw it in the chat and he was like, no, skip it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I mean, the team's great. We have calls like daily. We just sit here just talking through everything together as a team. We're all working towards the same goals every day, so it's great. And it's just like it's not even like work. You just sit here and we're just chilling together. It's great.
This is a Gen Z term, chilling. We're working like 20 hours a day, but we are hanging out in the process.
To him, that's chilling.
Yeah,
he's just chilling. That's funny.
No, it's the truth. Listen, we have an internal rule in Traders Launch that you don't get hired unless everybody on the entire team likes you, right?
Yep.
So Josh passed that with flying colors. So we were like, okay, well, we're not letting him go hang out with anybody else. Like, we've just adopted him at this point.
Yeah. Somebody asked, where do you guys see yourselves in 2 to 3 years in the prop space? Do you see yourselves competing with the TPTs, or would you like to stay fairly small?
We'll be above TPT. Come on now.
Ooh,
bigger.
Come on now. No, we're going for gold.
Yeah, I'll say just straight up, you guys have an advantage because you're proactive. TPT is, I feel, and I have nothing against TPT. I use them every day. I feel like they're kind of set in their ways. Like I feel like it's really hard for them to, find something new and adapt. They just know what they have has been working to the point where other, firms are copying what they do. But it's one of those things where it's like they have some issues that they don't seem to care to fix. And, so that's where it's kind of like, I don't even know how to really say it without sounding mean, because I'm not trying to sound mean, but it's like they're just saying, like I said before, they're kind of stuck in their ways. And if they don't want to adapt and expand, that's completely up to them. But don't be surprised when other firms, wink, wink, try to come for that spot,
Yeah. And listen, I think that's just the nature of it, right? And that's part of the reason, like we're complete to what Josh said is like we're on calls all day, every day, and that's because we're completely obsessed with basically building things for success. Like, does it take us longer to roll things out? Yeah, of course. But when it comes out, is it going to be, completely perfectly thought through end to end and going to be the best user experience that we can provide? Yeah, of course, right? So it's like, yeah, you know what, we could. We could change a bunch of dials and launch things and rocket to the top in the next couple of weeks, but will every current user's experience get worse as a function of that? Yes, right. So we look at it and say, okay, listen, we'll be at the top in 6 months, a year and a half from now. But will it be perfect along the way? Yes, without question, right? I mean, I can't count how many people come knocking on our door saying, "Oh, we want to offer you this, and we want to offer you this, and here's this promotion, or here's this platform," and ultimately every single one of those things is a cheap and easy way to gain success without actually having it be deserved, right? I think part of the reason that we've grown so exponentially recently is because we talk to all of our customers. We actually make sure to do things right. We actually do the data science on the back end. We actually like something that a trader in any other firm, and I can pretty much guarantee this, can never expect is an email from either the CEO or one of the top guys saying like, "Hey, notice something interesting in your trading data. You probably shouldn't trade on Tuesdays because all your losses, tend to come on Tuesdays for whatever reason, and we can maybe lock you out of that day or just avoid it. We see you seem to have a lot of potential." Right? Like we have an internal competition where we're always talking. We're like, "Hey, is this guy have potential? How about this guy? How about this guy? Oh, I'm betting on this person." Right? Like we've seen transcripts from other firms where they're always betting like, "Oh, what can we do to increase failure rate?" Like I've had conversations with other firm CEOs, and their conversation is, "Oh, how do you guys manage to do what you do?" It's like we're at this pass rate, and we're trying to increase our failure rate because and I'm like, that's insane. Right? Like, so we've seen that other people are intentionally betting against their entire cohort or basically looking at their entire book and going, "Oh, hey, listen, if everybody does well today, that's money out of my pocket." Whereas internally, we're saying, "Hey, this could be our star trader. Like, this is a person that we want to poach," right? Like, you see other people that their entire business model is, "Oh crap, let's deny this person's payout for some bullshit extraneous reason." Whereas we're looking at it and going, "Okay, like, how do we take this person and size them up? Because realistically, there's nothing more valuable in the world than somebody that's going to be profitable. You know, 3 out of 5 days for the next however many years we could possibly get."
I never understood that myself. Like, it's like when they start denying these traders and like, banning them from the platform, et cetera, it's like, well, isn't the whole point of the prop model to find profitable traders because they're the ones in the end that are making you money? So why would you want to get rid of the ones that are actually making money? It's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. And like the caveat I'll act on top of that is like the noise that comes from Twitter sometimes. It's like the people that yell the loudest on Twitter are oftentimes the people that were, doing some sort of group hedging or, some sort of like HFT hyper scalping or some sort of predator or, we've seen people, use stolen credit cards and then get denied, basically get their accounts locked. We get chargebacks from them, and then they go to Twitter going, "Why did you block me? Da, da, da. So I've been a responsible," and it's like, dude, like I just got a call from like a 90-year-old in Jacksonville, Florida about why their card was stolen. And you want to explain that to me and not stop pretending that that somebody shorted you. So I think there's a lot of that going on. But yeah, the overall concept that people are treating it as risk, it's like, okay, you guys just didn't, you didn't do the work worth doing and figure out how to manage a book, right? It's like learn how to basically manage your risk. Like if what are we doing here? Right?
yeah, yep. And just to attest for how quick these guys are, especially in responding to anyone, there'll be days where I have a question and I'll ask Josh, and he's not back to me in like a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and I'm texting Max because I'm so used to Josh responding so quickly. I'm like, "Yo, is Josh taking the day off? It's been 2 minutes. Like, what's going on?"
Yeah, so like that's one of those things like we are completely psychotic about like, just delivering a good customer experience, right? It's like like Tim, you've traded with obviously a myriad of brokers at this point. It's like if I process a payout request with any of my equities brokers, it's like, okay, it could be how many days until it hits it, right? And I'm just like, okay, we're
Sure.
completely insane people for trying to get this done within like 10, 25 minutes sometimes. Even within the hour is completely insane. But we're like, you know what? It's like, it's the experience I want. I think this is where everything in the future is going. So why not just start doing it now?
Yeah, I can personally attest, and I tell everyone who's watching me daily, you know, when I do take payouts with you guys, like I'll shoot you a message and or you know, just say you put a ticket in, it's all the same, and it'll be out of my account, sending to my bank account, you know, 15, 20 minutes max, and it's absolutely crazy because I could show you actually. Let me see if I can scroll this up real quick on my. I know you might not see it, but on my screen from yesterday, of course, it's not showing the very bottom one. I still
No, it's okay.
have, yeah, I still have the money in my account from yesterday that I requested last night that is still sitting there. So I can't even use that account today because, you know, their process, you know, whatever they're doing on their side. And that's one of the annoying things. But it's like with Traders Launch, I've had times where I'll make money in the morning at the open. You know, let's say I made $400 or $500. I'll request that. It's out of the account within 20 minutes. I am then for the rest of the day still using that account and I already got paid. Like there's
Yep.
no, I tell people all the time, there's no other prop firm that you can do that on. There isn't. There's not a single one. And it's just, yeah, do you want to say something, Josh?
Yeah. No, I was going to say one of the reasons they do that is because, you know, that's
They want
risk
you
to
to lose
them,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've done the math. Like it theoretically costs us money doing that,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
I'm like, okay, because of that, we know our competitors are not willing to do it, right? Because their goal is like, okay, how do we? Because uncertainty is it's like if we just go back to like behavioral psychology for a second, it's like uncertainty is humanity's least favorite emotion. They literally will prey on uncertainty in any single way possible, right? And the more uncertain you are, you know, that's going to carry over to your trading, right? So, but we look at it and go like, hey, listen, let's remove uncertainty from the process. That's why we're completely insane about hiring support people that are absolute animals also. And basically they're around the clock. Like if somebody doesn't reply to you in an hour, like something's wrong, that ticket got lost, hit us up again, you know? And like it just because it's like it's a better user experience, right? It's like, and we look at it as a customer, you know, it's like we see insanely high retention. Like once somebody trades with us, they generally don't go anywhere else. And it's because like, listen, we're here. Like you have a problem, hit us up. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, Stereo said learning a lot of back end stuff. I don't know how to take that, Stereo. Saying. Rayami says, when will the Traders Launch Lab be available?
Probably like 2 weeks from now. We're just we're finalizing things. It's we're just working on a ton of stuff right now to be able to handle the next. I mean, we'll probably close this month at I don't know, 30 some percent of growth month over month again. It's like it's not stopping, and we know once we launch what we've been cooking up, it's going to go even faster. So we're like, all right, guys, we're already all eating in front of our desk. Josh hasn't slept since 2024. How do we just make sure that we automate our systems a little bit better so that we can stay ahead of this wave?
That's why he wears red on his shirt, so you can't see the red in his eyes.
It is a strategy. It is a strategy. We've been trying to get sponsored by Monster because we pay Josh extra to subsidize his addiction to those bloody things. And it's lo and behold. And yeah, so that's everybody else wants some sort of silly, you know, obscure, you know, this is our affiliate, this is our sponsor. And we're like, no, we're just gonna go straight for Red Bull and Monster because that's what Josh runs on. And you know,
Visaline or Visaline, whatever the name of it is, the eye drops.
Listen, yeah, I'll take all the obscure ones. I'll take everything, you know.
What's the I didn't even realize what time it was. Holy crap. What's the payout method for international traders?
So we like 90% of our payouts are crypto. And then I would say 9% are ACH and then 1% is wire. So international traders primarily use crypto because crypto and ACH are daily withdrawals, which pretty much everybody comes to us for. It's what you want. Wires are once a week. Wires are once a week simply because it takes 3-4 days quite often for wires to get to people. And the last thing I want to do is send a wire to somebody, and the wires obviously aren't reversible. Last thing I want to do is send a wire and then send another one tomorrow and send another one and then have somebody come back and be like, oh, hey, by the way, the account number I gave you was wrong. It's like, or, you know, the bank that we have is some issue or some reversal. Don't do that, right? So we do wires and but primarily crypto is one of the main routes. Yeah, but that's what most people prefer.
Had somebody say guitar music plus trading, same here. Definitely can take some inspiration from you. I think earlier there was one that said, did I tell you that? It said, yeah, I did. It said you're a nice, genuine guy. Let's see, do we have any?
I don't know about nice. Very genuine, nice. That's not good.
Genuine, yes. I'll have to get Josh by himself. We'll start asking the real questions about you.
God
Oh,
damn.
listen, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Put it out there,
That's
man.
how I am. I got no
Right?
nothing to hide.
You
I'm
can't
an
take
open book.
can't
That's
take
what I was
anything
looking
too
for.
seriously.
No. You start to. That's why I said when we first started. You take everything too serious. You're just gonna stress yourself out. That's why I'm about to turn 41, and my wife finally was like poking through my hair the other day, and she's like, "I think I finally see a gray." And I was
Damn, 40. What, Tim?
Yeah.
Listen, this stream is about to change into wellness and zen because I'm coming in pretty gray here on the side. Now I'm 30. I'm turning 36 in a month or so, and so you're clearly ahead of me. So I would like you to host every day after the stream. I am now hiring you to host a zen resort, and we're gonna. I want to look younger than Josh by the end of next quarter.
I don't know. I mean, that kid looks. He actually looks 9 now. I don't know how he does it. He's going backwards.
It's the sky. It's the sky.
We got Benjamin Button over here.
Listen, I need a transfusion. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, I'll say he doesn't even know who Benjamin Button is. So,
Bro.
Bruh. That's what my 9-year-old says. Bruh.
Yeah, sorry. Same generation, you know.
I've started saying it also. It's
I know.
by osmosis,
Yeah. No, yeah, with the kids, it's like you adapt their language because you're just talking to them all the time. Last thing that everyone's been asking throughout the entirety of the stream, and I've left it till the end. When giveaway?
Right now. We'll give away. We'll give away a couple. Why not?
All right. You get to choose the keyword. Don't say it out loud. Type it in the Discord so they don't
I get to choose it?
Yeah.
Josh, I'll let you type something. I see the gears turning. What word should I use?
All right. Exclamation point. Actually, we don't even need to do an exclamation point because no one else. I'm assuming no one has said this in the chat yet. We're gonna go with Riz. Exclamation. No exclamation point. Just Riz in the chat. RIZZ. Josh is saying Max has Riz. Get him in.
I'll take it. I don't know what it means, but I'll take it.
I'm probably. Yeah, let me just pull this over here.
Wow. Josh is a sacrifice.
You're a sacrifice?
Apparently so.
We have to sacrifice you? Damn, man.
Oh, Josh's genitals.
Make sure to write down your to-do list before we take you to the top of the Mayan temple, just in case. I don't want to lose anything,
Yeah.
So what are we giving away? That's up to you guys too, obviously. We'll end it with this.
I don't know. We want to give away like 5, 80%, 100Ks?
Guys, don't type it twice. Don't type it twice. You type it twice, it'll knock you out. I'm not going to tell you again. Do it again. I'm just going to let Josh laugh at you.
Keep him in line.
I'll knock you out.
Gotta threaten him. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, speaking of, we need the Propfirm owner boxing tournament.
Yeah, get me on there.
That would be great.
I'll box someone. 100 seat. Come on.
Guys, stop typing it twice. All right, look. Last time I'm saying it. You type it twice again. I'm not Xing it out. That's it. Oh, who is it? You're gone. Acer Gaming. Gone. 40. You got 40 seconds. So what was it? You said 5 something. 5
of the full session.
The ones that we usually do. Sweet. Let's do it.
Yepper.
Well, have you ever watched me do marbles, Max?
No, I have not.
I don't know if you have the stream up itself, but
I do not. All I'm saying is Josh in the sky from my end over here.
From your own Discord, gotcha.
I'm in heaven.
I'll let Josh figure out a way to show you later if you wanna see it. It gets pretty intense.
I'm impressed.
Hold up. Let's see. What map do we want to play? Actually, I know exactly what map we're gonna play.
Someone's asking if we're hiring.
Don't ask me that one. That's a Max question.
What's my question?
Are we hiring?
Are we hiring? I mean, we're always looking for extremely talented people. But you have to, we all have to like you also. So, float that out there, right?
All right, we got our entries. Copy the list. All right, so this is a big bullseye. What we're going to do is the 3 people that get closest to the bullseye, so the podium positions, everyone knows I do this for some of the other giveaways. If you're the 3 closest, you're going to win an account. But then the 2 people that stick to the board but are also the furthest away from the bullseye are going to be the other 2 people that win. So the 3 closest and then the 2 that stick and are furthest away. That's going to be how we run this. We got 89 people that decided to join. I'm surprised it wasn't more than that. A lot of people kept Xing themselves out. All right. Oh, let me do this real quick. Copy you. Copy you. Or wait, you. There we go. Copy. Paste. Oh. There we go. All right. Look at me on the fly. How many do we have? I forgot already. 89. Let's get it. All right.
Gotta give him that hawk tooth. Spit on that thing.
Top 10 situation. Josh knows what's up.
Obviously, yeah.
I'm over here in the dark, you know. I'm gonna have to learn in hindsight.
A lot of people do giveaways. They'll just like pick a random thing, like one of the Via Boring, giveaway things, or they'll do like those duck races and stuff like that. Well, I like to be creative. Usually I'm only giving away one account, so like, it'll just be like. No, I mean, so on Fridays, like I have multiple accounts I'll give away. Traders Launch being one of them, and I'll have it set to where one of the final races that I do, you can have a free entry into it, and I do this exact thing where I'll give 5 free entry into the final race for one of the like really big accounts, and so I'll do it by the 3 that are closest, and then the 2 that are the furthest away but stick to the board, and that's how I get my 5 entries. So it wasn't that difficult to come up with an idea when you said 5. So, but yeah, usually they're just different tracks, and it's whoever finishes first wins, like for the actual accounts. But this will work too. So right now we got Hans Sakashi in first. We got Zishan in second. Lumi Candles in third. Is it going to stay that way? Ooh, how many we got left? Oh, that was it. It looks like there was a little mix-in at the end there. Let's see. Yup, Lumi got bumped out by Nick Stredmillsocks. Are we doing... We're going to need their emails, right? Is that how we're going to do this? Yeah. All right. So, guys, I need you to go in the Discord if you won. I need Nick's Treadmill Socks. Nick's Treadmill Socks. There we go. I kept trying to add the S to socks. Nick's Treadmills Ox. There we go. Got it right that time. Hassan Kashif. I said that right. And another... This is a guy that actually comes in here daily. Trading for Science. Is Yushan in the house? Let's go. All right, and now we scroll down. I always like to see if I can see who actually was on the bottom. Oh, we got 2 pretty easy ones to figure out here. It looks like it's going to be K-Sun and Bull Penguin, which that is correct. So I'm going to need all 5 of you to go into the Discord. It's going to be a link in the chat. DM me with a screenshot, or not a screenshot, your email address that you use to sign up with Traders Launch, and I will get you guys sent over to Josh, who doesn't sleep, and he'll get you taken care of. All right. Any good.
I like the name Bull Penguin. I'm picturing a whole new type of animal right
now. Do we have any closing remarks by you, Max or Josh? Anything you want to add in there that maybe we didn't talk about?
I mean, I always have things to say. I never shut up.
Give it to us straight.
All right, wait. I have a closing thought, but I'm gonna actually turn it into a question because it's something I've been thinking about all day. When all of a sudden markets are 24 hours and they never change, what happens to the orb trade?
See, that is a thinker. But to me, the markets are already 24. You're talking about with stocks? Because to me,
I mean, in indexes, right? Because almost all the volume is stuck in the New York session right now, right?
True.
It's so it's all volume relative, right? So all of a sudden, if the volume gets evenly distributed around the clock, then all of a sudden, what's the opening range?
True. Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I don't have an answer for it yet. I have a couple thoughts. It's been keeping me up for the last day going because I've done well on that trade over the years. I'm like, I'd hate to see it go, but we're moving to markets are changing fast, and I think and we're thinking about a lot of this stuff before I see anybody else thinking about it. So we're trying to we're trying to get ahead of what I perceive as inevitability there. So I think that's a question that all traders who trade that should start thinking about now, because it's not a closing thought, it's not a closing remark, but it's a closing thing to think about, because if you're thinking about it now, then you might be ahead of your competition.
I love it. That's actually, I like ending days with questions because it, like you said, it gives you something to think about the rest of the day. That's a good question. I honestly never really thought about it because I don't trade it personally, so I guess I never really had a reason to think about it, but it is a good question.
It's listen, I'm just it's going to keep me up at night, so I'm only passing the torch to keep fellow traders up at night also.
Makes sense. All right, well, Max, Josh, I appreciate you guys coming on. Guys, with that said, we're going to get out of here. I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. With that said, I'm going to pop some music back on here. I'm going to mute Josh and Max, and I'm going to peace out as well. Everybody have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate it, man. Have a great day.
You as well.
See you.
See you.
Cheers.
Run.
Yeah.
Level out, come on! Yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on! Level out, come on! Come on!